take a second to go ahead and talk about something that just happened to me, because literally I fucking cannot. Let me put my shades on to try to hide the disdain. I went out on a casual little get to meet and greet with this dude who we have both canceled on each other multiple times. We go to a local little bar thing, and he orders 2 drinks, I order 1. He's like, let's go eat. I'm like, sounds great, cool, we'll go eat. I asked for the checks and he's like, yeah, the checks. And I'm like, okay. He proceeds to pay with his bill in cash and I pay mine, with my card. We walk out and this man, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna go. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, no, not for me. The fuck I look like? You got me fucked up. This man then proceeds to call me on my way home as I'm complaining to my homegirl about what a fucking horrible idea this was. And he's like, what was it? And I was like, bro, it's the checks things. And he's like, well, I don't owe you anything. And this is not how I wanted to meet. Excuse me?
Yo, what up? It's KC, the Red Pill Alpha, back at you fellas, that motherfucking heat. Y'all already know what time it is. Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and all that shit to the back of her neck, holding her ass down, submerging her down, locking her ass down with that motherfucking game. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, pipe a hot status, you're going to get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. Damn right. You got any comments, questions? It doesn't matter about none of that shit, consultation. It doesn't, just get straight to me on my about section and you'll see my Gmail, my Facebook groups, my Patreon, my phone numbers, holler at me, text me. It don't matter. Just get at me, man. Fuck with me. And you already know what to do. Like this shit, share this shit, subscribe. Let's build these subscribers up so I can go live, so I can really get down. Y'all want that, right? Let's go. Now we're going to get to the video. Being entitled will always backfire on them. Oh yeah. Fellas, you must understand, every man is not a trick. Every man is not a simp. Every man is not going to cater to their motherfucking needs, wants, and desires and anything that they ever yearn in life. Every man ain't going to do that. Some men will make you jump through hoops and hurdles. And that's what we're trying to get to with these platforms. It's Red Pill, Sigma, Manosphere, it doesn't matter. We all basically giving out games, just coming from a different mouthpiece, maybe in different forms, maybe formatted different, but it's all game. It can be utilized. That's why I fuck with everybody. Fuck with me. And what you fellas must understand is that women naturally come off with their sex and they feel that they can get them a mile or 2 down the road, not knowing that some men will make you jump through those hoops and hurdles, and I'm definitely one of them. So let's get to it. Every man on earth isn't a trick, fellas. And I guess this selfish ass entitled chick you see in the video, had to find out the hard way. Most women, if not all of them, don't have game at all. They don't know how to come at you. They don't know how to, they don't know how to butter a man up so a man can feel happy with opening up his wallet and providing for his woman. They feel that since you are a man, you must provide, you must give. And it's a demanding fucking force. Like, this is what you got to do since you let your nuts swing. This is you. You got all the testosterone. I got the estrogen. You supposed to do this. Even though I don't treat you like shit. Even though I may flake on you, stand you up. Even though I play the pullback game. I give you the sex when I want to. Even though I may chase these motherfucking dudes around these streets. They call them Pookie and Ray Rays and all that type of shit. Lil Dale, Damos, Mike, Lil Killer, Kev, the Gunner, all these old, street legends and whatnot. And they, even though they'll do all this type of shit, you still supposed to come out of your hard-earned money. You still supposed to come off your out of your pockets. You worked hard for this shit. You supposed to just throw it away to a woman just for the sake of her being a woman? Man, come on now. That's the fuck out of here. They don't know how to do. They don't know how to seduce a man in a sexual way. They don't bring anything to the table. They feel that since you are a man, it's your responsibility to automatically provide. That's a no-no. So what if you just met me? Dude, break bread. The fuck out of here, man. That's the behavior they lead with right along with their sex. That's how they come off. In so many words. Not like literally, but in so many words, that's how they coming off. Now, as time move along, these chicks will be damn near programmed to pay for their own shit. Especially when they got this kind of Sigma, red pill, manosphere knowledge that's out here. Eventually it will shift. It's gonna shift. Because they all doing the same shit. They don't have game. They don't have the wherewithal to change. So they gonna do the same shit with you and with the next man. So as time move along, every man will see them for who they are. And then everything's gonna reverse on their ass. And it's gonna backfire on them. And that's real shit. Now, I mean, what man wants to support an entitled bitch? Not me, not you. You see how her date held masculine frame against her until she agreed to go on a date. Then he made her split the check. You picked that? She held him off. You already know she held him off, flaked him, went fucked around with all the guys she really liked. Then when she finally got around to him, she felt entitled. She felt like, okay, you do this. We've been talking back and forth. And, I stood him up. He stood me up. Get the fuck out of here. You're lying like a motherfucker. You've been standing that man up. That's how y'all roll. And then he seen that. He peeped that. So we got around, okay. So I'm going to move on my time. And then eventually they end up agreeing and meeting up. And that's how that go. But just starting out, nah. She was doing the flaking and playing games. That's how they roll, man. And come on, you fellas already know she's lying. She's full of shit. And, but you must got to pay attention, fellas. And you must see, fellas, it's all about timing. You see, I guarantee you she stood him up, flaked on him, and played games. But the timing got her to eventually fucking with him. Vulnerable situations she was in got her eventually fucking with him. That's how they roll. Just sit back and keep fucking with other bitches, and the ones you want to get at that you've been trying to get at, they come back around to you. It's like a boomerang, bro. That's how they roll. That's real shit. I guarantee you, like I was saying, when he first met the chick, she was flaking on him until the time was right for her. You get me? Vulnerability. The time was right for her to move along with him. He probably peeped at, man, you ain't worth shit. Let's split the check. Come on, man. If you hear what she's saying, she's basically admitted it in so many words. When the time was right, she didn't say it like that literally, but when the time was right, then we got around to getting around, dating and doing other things together and whatnot. But she threw it in. She threw that bullshit in. She threw that monkey wrench in there, saying that, well, I was on some other shit, he was on some other shit, and then we eventually agreed, no, you was on some other shit. That's what made him be on some other shit. Then you seen that you was running out of options. You got her back around to him. That's how it went, trust me. Now, where he went wrong at was taking the chick out to eat without her guaranteeing the sexual reciprocation. Or, if he cooks, he could invite her back to his place, hooked up a meal, and got in that pussy. Ooh, yeah, fellas, that's the game. Real shit. If he had game, he would have came off in a sexual manner to see if she was going to fuck before or after the meal. Then he could have made his decision on whether he should waste his time on a complaining ass entitled bitch or not. Some of you dudes would have paid for her meal, watch her burped after she ate your meal and shit, and leave the table giving you a fake ass hug with the fake ass thank you. And now she's back with the dude she really likes while you were pissed off feeling used. Yeah. Chicks like this in the video will always think their pussy is platinum. Unfortunately, it's the weak ass man that got them acting like this. Fellas, every chick doesn't deserve your time, and you should be able to spot their red flags from the beginning. It's really time to eliminate these gold digging chicks. We got to do that, fellas. Time to eliminate them. And that's real shit. That only wants us for their selfish benefits. In order to dodge this type of problem, fellas, check this game. I suggest you fellas to either keep the date cheap or allow her to come back to your place for some homemade grub and pipe. Just that simple. It's just that simple, my dudes. And that's real. It's just that simple. Then you can avoid her antics, her selfishness, her bullshit, her games, her playing that tug of war shit. You can avoid all that. Either keeping the date cheap or gaming that bitch to come back to your place. You hook something up out the icebox. You get close to that stomach. You can put pipe all up in that motherfucking stomach. Like this shit, share this shit, subscribe. It's the motherfucking message. Holla.